What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing a beer from Lawson's Finest Liquids, and they are out of Waitsfield, Vermont. And this is their Triple Sunshine. So they're calling this one a Triple IPA that comes in at 10.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is just under 6 weeks old. I'm gonna give a huge thanks and a shout out once again to a very good friend of mine and a viewer of the channel, Steven, for hooking me up with this one. So big thanks to him. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies he hooked me up with. And I was really happy he actually sent this one because we do get Lawson's in my area, and I actually, about, I think it was a week or two before Steven sent out the beer mail, I saw this one on the shelves locally. I didn't grab it because I had so many hop-forward beers in the fridge, but, you know, if somebody sends me a beer, then I can't make, you know, there's no excuses to not, you know, review it, where locally I'd be like, oh, I got too many hop-forward beers, I can't pick it up. So I'm happy he sent this one to me, otherwise I probably wouldn't be reviewing it, so huge thanks to Steven. And I've had, you know, Sip of Sunshine, I've reviewed that on the channel. I think they have a Double Sunshine that I have not reviewed, but I can't wait to get in this one. It's the thing about the whole Sunshine lineup is it's like an old school, you know, Vermont IPA, double IPA, and this is a triple IPA. So it's going to be a little bit different than your crazy hazies nowadays, but I really like Sip of Sunshine, especially for like a shelfie beer. Really awesome. So I'm hoping this one is tasty as well. So let's crack this one open, get it into the glass, and see what we got going on. So, oh, so it does have a little bit more haze. Silly me. Sip of Sunshine is a little bit hazy too, but it's not like, you know, full-on crazy haze like the beers nowadays, you know what I mean? But this does have a nice haze to it. A straight-up orange color. That's just straight orange, almost sunshine-esque, like kind of like a sunset type of look to it. It's funny because on camera it's going to look probably one color, but in person this is really yellow at the bottom, but as it keeps on going up the glass, it becomes more and more darker and orange. Has about a finger of a super creamy looking, straight on white colored head. That looks like in the glass, this looks fucking dynamite. Let's get a nose. Shout out to the sump pump. I think this is the second review in a week or so that the sump pump went off right in the middle of review. Shout out to it. It's doing a job. Okay, so now it's starting to open up a little bit. I was about to say I really don't get much. So I'm getting a huge blast of like sweeter ruby red, pink grapefruit. Not like somebody put sugar on it, but just like a sweeter grapefruit. Maybe a little bit of sugar, touch of sugar. A little bit of like a blood orange type of sweetness as well. Ooh, what is that? Ooh. That's different. That's like a candied melon, right? It's a candied melon? Yeah, it's like a sweet melon, like a sweet honeydew. A lot of sweet, juicy fruits off of this one. I'm still, you know, struggling to pull something out. This is not super cold. It has a little bit of chill haze on. It's been out of the fridge for like 25, 30 minutes. Or probably close to 50, like 45, 50, based on what my fridge is. Yeah, honeydew melon, sweeter ruby red grapefruit, blood orange. It's a little bit of like a slight pine resin. It smells pretty good, but I'm not gonna sit here BS and be like, oh, I'm getting 7,000. I'm getting like 3 things. And it smells good. It just, hopefully the taste is a little bit better. Anyway, cheers everybody. Thanks again, Steven. Oh, the palate wakes me up. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's real cool. One thing I love about like taking the initial sip of a beer is a lot of times, and I have the same issue, and I'll see other beer reviews do it too, other beer reviewers do it, is you'll take a sip, and as soon as the sip is finished and you swallow it, you start talking about what you're getting. But a lot of times it takes a good 3, 5, sometimes 7 seconds, at least for me, for the full flavor to hit my palate. And that's what just happened with this one. I was about to start saying something. I was like, oh, hang on. Body in this one's like higher side of medium, 10.5%. It's good. It's for what I want. It's perfect. I don't want it much bigger than this. It's not thick and syrupy. That's not what I want out of a triple IPA. But I do want a little bit more viscosity, just not, you know, like it's, if this was a 10.5% Imperial Stout, this is thin. 10.5% triple IPA, I'm happy. The mouthfeel, it has an old school kind of vibe to it. especially on the tip of the tongue in the first half of the palate. Really spritzy, carbonation dancing. On the back of the palate, though, it really smooths out as it slides down the throat. So body and mouthfeel are appropriate in what I want. The taste, it follows the nose, but there's a little bit of deviation from the nose. There's elements of the nose, but there's slight differences, nuances in the taste. So right up front, the blood orange hits me, and the ruby red grapefruit. Lots of citrus up front, and it's the whole fruit itself. It's the sweeter, juicier, fleshier parts of the blood orange and the grapefruit, but then there's like a zesty, almost pithy type of feeling. The entire fruit right at the front of the palate. Right after that candied honeydew melon, a little bit of like a crushed pineapple, and that's right after the citrus fruit. As it continues on, I'm hit with a nice like piney, almost resinous kind of feeling on the back of the palate, and there's almost like it's not like oak tannins, but I've mentioned this before, like when you get done with a popsicle and you have the popsicle stick and you just say you're having the last of your ice cream on the popsicle stick and you start tasting the stick and it has that like slight, woody tannic kind of vibe. That's what I'm getting, bitterness and dryness on the back of the palate. It finishes almost semi-dry with a mild to moderate bitterness, more approaching moderate. This is sweeter, but I think it has enough of the dryness and the bitterness to kind of settle things down to some degree. 10.5%. Listen, there's a warming in the chest, unmistakable. A little bit of warming in the stomach. On the palate, no fucking way. And I almost forgot what I was going to say after I went on that little spiel of like, 3 to 5 seconds after, it sits on your palate, blah, blah. What I meant to say about that is I'm getting this like acidic orange, blood orange, just regular orange kind of feel to the palate. I get that occasionally in hop forward beers, but it has like this slight tart acidic type of thing. I don't know if that's the malts, the yeast, the water, the hops, but it's really cool. I don't like this as much as Sip of Sunshine. Why? I think that beer is just really balanced. It's 8%. This is a bit too big. Triple IPAs for me, I enjoy them, especially I love that it's in a 12-ounce can. But for me, I like, when it comes to any kind of IPA or hop forward beer, my wheelhouse is like 7 to 8.5%. Right in that range is kind of what I enjoy. Would I like 5.5%, 6% IPAs to drink bigger? Sure, that would be great, because then I could drink more, especially now with what's going on with me. But 10.5% beers, they have their place, especially hop forward beers. And I do like triple IPAs. I like the characters, but the characters in here aren't blowing me away. And I've had beers that are 7.5% that are just as good, if not better than this character-wise. So when it comes down to it is that I wish this was 8% or 7.5%. But kudos to them for hiding the alcohol on it, because I think it's pretty fucking good. Not much more to say about it. I'm going to pour the rest in here, and then we're going to get into a rating, read the spiel on the side, and talk about price and availability. So I'm not going to sit here and BS you. This is not... again, Sip of Sunshine is better for me. I want to try Little Sip, and I think they have Double Sunshine. I want to try both of those. This is not as good as Sip for me personally, but I can see somebody drinking this and being like, this blows Sip out of the water. For me, it just doesn't. But it's well made, it's tasty, and it's enjoyable. So, Triple Sunshine from Lawson's. I'm going to go straight 4 out of 5. I think that's where I land, which would make it a very good beer. And it is. There's nothing wrong with this beer whatsoever. There's no brewing faults, at least that I can taste. It hides the alcohol extremely well. And there are some nice flavors here. It's just, for 10.5%, I think I want a little bit more of a impactful, like, flavor explosion. I'm just not getting it, and it happens. So let's read the side here before we get into price and availability. The culmination of our Sunshine series is exploding with juicy notes of pineapple. Yeah, I got that. Grapefruit, 100%. And lychee, or lychee. I think it's lychee. I don't eat lychee. I think I've had it once, but lychee, maybe I need to pick some up, but... maybe that's that weird like candied honeydew type of thing going on. Maybe I am getting lychee and I just can't recognize it because I just don't eat that fruit enough, but I need to try it out then. And I did that before I started reviewing, but I've done it numerous times just in my craft beer drinking experience, where I would pick up fresh fruits over like a couple week period and just try them so I know what I'm tasting. I did that with pumpkin spice as well. I kind of know the difference between like a allspice, cinnamon, and nutmeg type of thing, So I need to do that with lychee, because I haven't had that. If I have had that, it's been probably like 7 to 10 years. So anyway, Triple Sunshine exudes a potent floral and herbal aromas from the... And then it just talks about Lawson's Finest Liquids. Floral and herbal. I got more like a piney thing. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just my palate's fucking terrible. Oh, wait, it is. What they said on the side, pineapple, yes. Grapefruit, yes. Lychee, probably. But floral and herbal. I'll give them their herbaceousness. I won't give them the floralness. I won't give them that. But regardless of whatever you're tasting, it's a 4 out of 5 for me. Anyway, price and availability. I don't know. When I was looking at it, I did not look at the price. I just saw it and I was like, do I pick it up? I didn't even look at the price. I'd imagine the cans of this are like $4 to $5. Do they come in 4 or 6 packs? I don't know. I would hope 4 packs based on the ABV. But let's say they do come in 4 packs. If they do come in 4 packs, I wouldn't want this more than $20. It shouldn't be more than $20. It should be more in like the $16 to $18 range. That's what I expect. Availability, wherever you see Lawson's at this point, Lawson's is all over the Northeast. They get pretty good distribution. You know, like I said, I've seen Sip, I've seen Little Sip, I've seen this one. I'm sure Double Sunshine showed up. Their Fasten's Maple Imperial Stout showed up. A bunch of their other beers showed up. I think they had a Pilsner, a bunch of other stuff. So if you see Lawson's, you probably should see this at some point. If not, maybe you already picked it up and drank it. And if you did, post it in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this one. Huge thanks to Steven for this one. Like I said, it's not anything that's blowing my mind, but I think it's a well-made, well-executed beer. I just would, for the ABV, want to see a bigger emphasis on that hop character, like kind of punching me in the face with character. And again, this is just under 6 weeks old, so it's relatively fresh, and it's just not there for me. But I can't wait to try Little Sip and Double Sunshine. I think those two at some point I'm going to get my hands on and give them a review, because that's what we do here. We review beer, poorly mind you, what we do, and not much more to say about it. If you've had this one before, like I said, post in the comment section. I know a lot of you don't make it to the end of reviews in general when it comes to beers, and specifically mine, because a lot of them are 10, 12 minutes long. I get it. You don't want to watch that long. But if you watch this, please post in the comment section if you've had this. If not, post something like, Joe, your palate's shit. You're an idiot. You're terrible. You're great. You're fantastic. Either way, let me know what you think about it in the comment section. And once again, I can't thank Steven enough for sending me all of the beers he did. I think this is the last hop forward beer from the box he sent to me. I have a couple mystery beers / whodunit beers and a couple big imperial stouts that I have to get to. But this is the last hop forward beer. So huge thanks to Steven. Thanks to everybody stopping by. Thanks for everybody who stops by and actually watches an entire video like this. Again, it's probably going to be in the 12, 13, 14 minute range, I'd imagine. So if you watched until the end, let me know. I appreciate it if you did. If not, I totally understand. Till the next one. Cheers.